Hi, I'm Lou with another episode of My Car Story. Today we're in Friendswood, Texas, and I'm out here because real soon in April of 2026, we're gonna have a car show at the Yacht Club in Seabrook, Texas, the Lakewood Yacht Club. Look in the description of the video and make sure you come on out to that. And today I'm with Roman Korpus. And Roman has an amazing car for you. Roman, what year, make, and model is this one?
Thank you, Lou. Yeah, what I've got here, it's been in our family. It's a 1967 customized Oldsmobile Toronado. It was done by George Barris, who's famous for doing the Batmobile and many other memorabilia vehicles in the late 60s, 70s. This is one of four that was produced. It's been in the family since I've been 3 years old.
Let's take a look and we'll get more of that story. Come right alongside me. And I want to feature that while we've got the sun on it. So this, the story behind it, correct me if I'm wrong, it's the Canadian car for the Centennial of Canada. And what was it? Go ahead, tell me the story. It's Imperial Oil? Or?
Yeah, that's exactly it. So Imperial Oil contracted George Barris to manufacture these to commemorate Canada's Centennial. 4 of them were given away throughout the year. And the way that you got into the raffle was anything that you would purchase through Imperial Oil, Esso gas stations, didn't matter if tires, batteries, anything like that, even their credit card, you would end up getting a ticket to put into the raffle to be able to win.
So it's a Toronado on the front, and it's the 67X. You can see the mud flap there to protect that. That's a light. This back here is ventilation for the back wheel. We'll step back and take it in. Now, how did this get in your family?
Well, basically my sister's godfather, friend of the family, he was transporting this to be sold. He lived a block away from my parents, so
step back one more, go ahead.
One night it was in his driveway, the next night it was in ours.
So the salesman did some sales.
Yeah, right time, right place for my parents, and we've had a lot of fun with it throughout the years.
Now, as we get closer, you can see there is a second back window, and this has been stretched an extra, what is it, 15 inches?
Yeah, so basically where that center window is, that's where they cut the chassis in half. Seeing it's a Toronado, it's got a flat floor, so it's really able, just easy to extend it. This way they just put a plate in there and elongated the vehicle that way and welded it back together.
And I want to feature this while I'm here, only because I want to show you the back seat while the sun is on it. So it has kind of a 70s Thunderbird back seat, but only on one side. And if I push this in and go back there, we have the, tell us a little bit about this, Roman. So why do we have 2 stereos? There's one back here, Learjet Stereo 8.
Yeah, and it's got another Learjet in the front of the vehicle, one of which, one's AM, one's FM. It's got the headsets that you've got there in your hands right now. And this way, if people didn't want to listen to each other's music, they just plugged it in and listened to it for themselves.
So we've got, this is your back window. Here's your light for the back, for people in the back. And then this seat here for the card table. And let's show them, well, one other thing as I'm thinking about it. You've got this here, actually has under here a cooler.
Yeah, you've got an ice chest there.
So show them how this turns around.
Oh, so yeah, you've got the swivel seat this way when you're traveling. You're able to turn it back around.
And you can have a conversation here with this person here.
Either that or you've got mom looking after the kids.
Just like that. And then you've got this console in the center. And I will actually turn it around when we feature the other side of it. But you've got these maple leaves, and again, I'll show you that in a moment when we turn it around for you, but we'll keep the seat that way. While we've got the sun on it, let's take a look under the hood, shall we? Fiberglass hood?
Yes, so basically the entire
Let me show this too, because when you come down here, there's a T-handle right there, and notice your horns are down here.
Yeah.
So you pull that T-handle, and that pops the hood. Like so. Now this is just standard Oldsmobile Toronado.
Yeah, you got a 425, 385 horsepower, front wheel drive.
The 425 front wheel drive.
Yep.
Is this hose extended?
No, that's actually original how it should be and everything, because this is still Toronado chassis, and then everything was produced around it. So with what you see here on the engine compartment area, that's OEM.
Yeah, nice pad under there for nice and quiet. And then we have, what do we have here? Do we know this filter? Replace the filter, it says. We've also got our VIN tag there. You could see the front wheel drive up here. All the vacuum hoses. And of course your Oldsmobile 425 Toronado. While we've got the sun on it, let's start it, shall we? Smooth. Let me listen to it while I've got the tail lights in the back. Let's step on the tail lights if you would. Can you turn on the there you go, the sequential tail light. We'll show you that in a second. Can you turn the lights on too? I want to show people. Notice this piece here. This is all bumper here, but you have a tail light there. And while those tail lights are on, I'll show you this up here. Go ahead. That turns on, just like that. That's wild. Let me listen to it idle back here for a second. We'll give it a rev. That sounds great. Go ahead, give it a rev. Nice little rumble there. Nice Roman. All right, we'll turn this around for you so we can have some light on the back of this, and you can see these majorly protruding bumpers along with this nice spoiler. Look at how this spoiler comes down in here, dual antennas, and your typical Oldsmobile back end with this custom spoiler. Is that fiberglass?
Yeah, a lot of it is fiberglass. It actually had, the trunk was original on the metal frame, but they went down and minimized that and then just built around that and contoured it.
And then they put this metal piece down there for some decoration.
Exactly, some type of accessory that he found on a shelf and thought it would look good.
Come on over here. I want to show this quarter just like that while the sun's on it. Let's go back just a hair. Come on back. I'll get your shadow in there. There you go. Wow. That's striking. Let's open the trunk. We've got some trunk and treats for him. So right off the bat, you can see that this is 12-12-66. He originally was going to call it a Centurion for Imperial Oil. So these are clearly some sketches. And here's the body work. Wow. That's crazy. And then there it is on a television show. There's a book about the 67X. There's some more body work. Who's the girl?
That is Mrs. Barris. She was a model at times, as well as supporting anything he did.
So she decided to model for this car.
Yes.
That is great. And these two pieces right here are interesting. I'll go slow enough so people can read this news release back then and get the full story on this car. It's a 2-page article. Wow, that is super cool. All right, I'm noticing the trunk. We've got a trunk light here. That is great. Let's close this. May I open it? Open the side?
Yep.
Sure.
Most
thanks.
definitely. Go.
So as I push here, and this opens up this way, I want to show you the door here. These are obviously some kind of doorknobs. They almost look like maple leaves. Clearly padded, shag carpeting. This is like a Barris logo there. And as we've already shown you the back seat, but take a look at these padded seats. Now these are the original seats, correct?
Yeah, the entire interior is still original. So when we did the restoration, all we did was just cleaned everything up, shampooed it, redid all the wood to give it some good moisture to it, and put it back together on the inside.
Pretty stock up here, as you can see. Although we've got the front Learjet Stereo 8 with the 8-track player, as you can see here, the speaker down there, the air vent there, your clock, oil pressure, amperage, and we'll feature this, the barrel speedometer, as we take off for a ride. And this is original 26,000 miles, so it's even fun when Roman gets a chance to ride in it. So we've got a tilt wheel.
Yeah, and it does telescope
This
also.
is telescope too.
Yeah, correct.
You know what? Hop in there. I want you to show them how that works. So tilt is there, and then show them how the telescope works. Push it there, and it goes back and forth. Roman, I think we got to take this one for a ride. What do you think?
Yeah, we can definitely do it. That's what vehicles are for.
Let's do it. Thank you. This is the first interview I'm doing where I'm in the front seat facing backwards. But you can see that I have access to the entire back seat as we're driving along. It kind of reminds me of the station wagon where we have the 3 rows of seats.
Oh, yes.
Just like so.
Must have been an Oldsmobile thing, because my mom had one of those. We ended up sitting backwards in the far back.
I want to do one thing. May I roll the window down?
Yeah.
Like that. That window comes down there. If I press that, so it leaves the center post up. And this headliner obviously is all from the original car.
Yes, yes, yeah.
Wow.
None of it's been modified or changed.
So what is it like when you're riding in this car? I mean, what's the reaction?
People are always just sitting there looking, taking 2, 3, 4 different appearances on it, just trying to figure out what it is, where's this coming from, what is it, is always the big question. You know, and it's a lot of fun.
Well, I remember you were sharing with me too, you were saying that, you know, it doesn't offend anyone.
No, that's exactly it. I enjoy going to any car show with it because it's not a Camaro, it's not a Mustang, it's not a Charger or Challenger.
Yeah.
I'm in my own group, and with that, it's really, nobody feels like they're infringed upon. We just have a lot of fun.
That is great. We're getting the chance to see the neighborhood like so. It's kind of fun riding this way. Do me a favor, stop if you would. I just want to show people how the barrel speedometer works. All right, let's take a look at the barrel speedometer. So when you hit the gas, it does that. 20, 25, etc. I want to see these guys' reaction.
How are you?
Hello. Oh, look at the dog. The dog wants to come and see us. Look at it.
Yeah.
Your dog wants to come.
Nice
Your
car.
dog
you.
wants to come and see us.
I know.
You guys don't mind if I put you on YouTube?
Yeah, sure. We don't.
All right, there you go. What's your dog's name?
Coco.
Coco. Hey, Coco.
She's the best dog in the world. Hey, what kind of car is that?
This is a Toronado, but it's one of 4 that George Barris made, and it was for this.
whoa.
It was for this. George Barris made the Batmobile, and there's only 4 that they made for these Canada's 100th anniversary, and they gave them away. The oil company Imperial Oil bought these. So this is a 1967 Oldsmobile Toronado Esso 67X.
Wow.
One of 4, only 3 left.
I don't think I've ever seen one like that.
No, you probably won't.
Very cool.
Go to My Car Story with Lou. Tell your mom how to get there on YouTube. My Car Story with Lou, and you'll see this car.
Very
And you'll see Coco.
Story with Lou? What was
My Car Story with Lou. And Coco.
it? Okay. We got it.
All right.
Thank you.
Very cool.
Bye, Coco.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye. Well, you're right about the instant friend maker for sure.
Every time, every time.
And
It's
Coco.
Just, yeah, it's an anchor that just draws anybody and everybody. Even people who say, I'm not a car person, but this is neat, this is cool.
Yeah.
This is different.
That is great. That is great. What a beautiful neighborhood, too, on a perfect day. Look at this. I just want to show people. I'll take them up here. And it rides smooth. We'll take it all the way back to its garage if you don't mind. and we'll see people's reactions. We get a nice sunny day too. Is that way out?
This way.
Okay.
Now you're testing me because we're
think
getting
that's
into
it.
a puzzle here. If I turn right here, I should be good.
The puzzle. This car is a puzzle. It's been put together and pieced together. I like how they hid the the ice chest.
Yeah.
You can see.
Turn left here.
There you go. Well, talk about a lot of options on this car.
You know, there's so many people see different things on it. The sequential tail lights, people feel, you know, because that was, you know, typical for Mustangs back in the late 70s, or actually late 60s more so. And just that type of stuff. It just seems that there was a whole bunch of inspiration from a lot of different vehicles that, you know, from over the years. 67X.
Your family has been a great caretaker. I mean, these seats are like they're brand new. Now, was there a restoration for this car?
Yeah, the restoration took 2 years.
Wow.
Basically, it was the exterior. They had to shave all the fiberglass down. There's a lot of filler just from back in the day. You know, they never really had a sharp eye. They manufactured things really quick, so a lot of it was just, let's just get the frame going with fiberglass, and then from there, we're just gonna start adding some filler here and there, and basically just sanding it down until they felt they got the lines that they wanted.
How long did the car sit before you actually took it out?
It was in storage almost 3 decades, really.
Wow. Wow. Well, I want to take the time to remind people that come to Keels and Wheels in April of 2026. Look in the description. You'll see this car live. That's worth coming out to check out. I'll be there. I want to make sure we see you. We're doing some of these cars video proactively, so it'll get you to come to the show. Roman, so much fun. We'll take a little more ride here if we get the green light. But a lot of fun with this car, especially as we're I'm facing the wrong direction. I'm curious to see what people think as I'm in this car.
It is that way, yep.
Now, you mentioned that you've seen another one of these.
Yeah, we actually seen another one. It was in Palm Springs earlier in 2025 when we went to the Grand National over in Pomona. And I was actually sitting at the Barris table there, and a gentleman came up and said, "Who's got the 67X?" And I'm like, "Oh, by coincidence, it's me." And he goes, "I've got one as well."
Really?
So just like that,
Wow.
You know, we
Instant
got,
friendship.
Yeah, we got 2 of them together there. They keep in Palm Springs in the wintertime, so on the way back,
Wow.
we stopped and did a photo shoot with them and everything. So I'll get you some of
Is
that.
his car also gold?
This is actually more of a burgundy burnt orange. You know,
Okay.
each of them was a different color. There was 2 gold, a burgundy, and then an olive color also originally when they did it. So
And one of them's gone.
yes.
Do you know which color that was that's gone?
No, I don't. That's where some of the history's gotten a little tight to really be able
Got
to
it.
track and trace.
Yeah. It's just great. I'm looking back, watching people watch us as we're looking forward. Great cruiser.
Well, it's 5,100 pounds, so it's a little
Yeah.
heavier than factory, but
Yeah.
she rides.
What a great car. Well, I'm excited to see what people think of it on the channel. I'm excited to see the